Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Hope everyone's having a great day, great week. Everything's going your way. Before we get started and dive into the TA, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It really helps out the channel. It gets them more views on these videos. And now that you've done that, thank you so much, and let's dive into the charts. All right, so yesterday we were looking at a bit of a bull flag, but I was saying that it most likely was going to head back down to about 104.6. Didn't get down to 104.6, we got down to 104.9, just a little shy of 104.6. But it did get down there, and then I said from 104.6, whoopsie doopsies, from 104.6 we could see a reversal and a chance to get back up over that 108, and getting over that 108 would invalidate this head and shoulders here on the daily chart. Whoopsies, I'm not making this big. Let me make it big for you. Okay, so yeah, there's your bull flag. And it didn't quite make it up to the measured move of the bull flag. Not even close. Well, it came from down here. So closer, but not quite to it. Yeah. What are we seeing now? Well, kind of. I would have said a bull flag, but we've invalidated it at this point. You could call this the same bull flag, I suppose. Just say that the lower bound is now more like so. Let's turn that green. Okay, so if that's the bull flag, well then, our measured move from here bring us up to 107.777. Look at all those sevens. I like it. Yeah. Stayed above our descending support level there. We're definitely still above our local support here. Yeah. I mean, this isn't bad. This is still technically a bull flag. It hasn't been invalidated. Let's move the let's move that out. Actually move it up a little bit too now. Okay. We're gonna make this blue just for visibility's sake. So it kind of stands out from our support structures here. But yeah, we got this bull flag. Hopefully it plays out. Stokes are overbought, or I'm sorry, oversold. RSI seeming to find support from the median line here and trying to stay in bullish territory. Let's see if we can do that. Let's take a quick peek at the 22. See where the 22 is looking like it's pointing. 22 staying above its 200 moving average here. Came down to it almost. Didn't quite get under. Stokes here are turning around though. Looks like they're going to be pointing to the downside here. Oh, pointing to the downside here in just a minute. If that's the case, and that could drive the RSI. Well, the RSI is curling back to the upside. This might keep going up. RSI is over its signal line, but in bearish territory. We're seeing a little bit of a bear trend here, but let's see if we can bounce off that 200 again. Look at the 5. And 5's stochastics are pointing to the downside. So looking for more downside right now over the next like 20 to 30 minutes. So over the next 20, 30 minutes, you want to see, you know, if we see more downside, sure, that's fine. As long as we don't get under that 104.7 area, then our bull flag's still in play. And on the 1, fighting with the 200, trying to stay over it, but failed. Back down in bearish territory for the RSI. No bullish divergences, but there is a little bull flag forming here. This little bull flag played out on the 1 minute. That would bring price action up to about 106. And that would bring, and you got the Stokes here pointing to the upside. So the 1 minute wants to move up. So let's see if this bull flag can play out. If that little bull flag can play out on the 1 minute, well, the 5 minutes definitely coming back up. Put in a higher high here on the 5 minute, breaking this downtrend here on these lower time frames. And then, hopefully continuing up, put in another higher high to continue this uptrend that we've been seeing here since 31st uptrend. So let's see if it can continue. All right. Let's look at the 6-hour chart. 6-hour chart basically looks about the same. Still got this bear flag here. Make it red. And the bear flag would be invalidated up here at roughly 107.6. So invalidate this bear flag and that head and shoulders on the daily. We need to get back over 108. If we can't get one over 108, then hey, expect further downside back to that 99.6 level. Here on the 6-hour, our Stokes are overbought, and RSI seems to be having trouble getting back into bullish territory. It is well over its signal line though, showing strength and bullish momentum. But if it can't get into the bullish territory, well then hey, expect that downside all the way to 99.6. If we look back to 90 real quick, what was that? All right, yeah. If we look over here on the 90 one more time, real quick. Yeah, so we were under the 200 now, but if we, we're trying to get back up there. And everything's pointing like we're getting to it, but not that we're gonna get over it. Nothing's like saying, hey, we're gonna bullishly get over it. We are still over the 200 on the daily and the 6 hours, so that's bullish. But the oversold, overbought Stokes here are troublesome. They could get stuck up here, of course. RSI can shoot up. If the 90-minute RSI and the Stokes start moving to the upside, with the Stokes being in oversold territory, that is a probability. Well, then, hey, the 6-hour definitely also going to start moving up, or not moving up, but going to stay stuck here on the stochastics while the RSI moves into the bullish territory as we come up to that 108. Then we'll see what happens. If we can break through it, perfect. Let's flip it to support and validate that these downward projections. Oh, I forgot to take the measured move of the bear flag. Bear flag measured move. Look at that. From here, 99.6. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, so I think 99.6 is on its way. And then as 99.6 comes, well, then we're moving out of the Bollinger Bands here on the daily. Well, you make it big. If 106 comes, well, then we'd be moving down past the Bollinger Bands. Did I say 106? 99.6 comes, well, then we're moving past the Bollinger Bands here, moving down close to the 50 moving average here. I believe that would be the 6-hour 200. Yeah. So we need to break back over 108. If not, hey, we're heading back down, back into the 90s. The Stokes here are oversold though, still, and RSI is still in bullish territory. So let's see if this can pull up over 108. But if not, then hey, head and shoulders pattern. Is it going? Let's say the shoulders like to there. Yeah, 96 by like mid-June. That still leaves us with, a spot, a higher high, if that happens, or a higher low, I mean, in our little uptrend, and we needed it because we've been going up and to the right since April, the early April. We need to pull back. We usually have bigger ones. All right. Anyway, it's basically like the same as yesterday. We're looking for more upside from the lower time frames to kind of show that the bearishness on the bigger time frames isn't going to play out. But if we don't get that bullishness, that 108 breakup and flip, then yeah, these higher time frames bearishness is going to play out. First to 99.6 and quite possibly down to the 200 on the daily, down here at about 96. We'll have a chance to bounce at 99.6, and you know, at that point, a chance to, you know, say that was it. That's the whole downward move from the head and shoulders. But it might not be. We'll see what happens. Can't predict the future. Can only say what the probabilities are. And right now, it's more probable that we're moving to the downside. So expect 99.6 by like June 6th, I'll say, in the next like 3 or 4 days. Okie dokie. That's all I got for you today. Yeah. 90 minutes, recap real quick. 90 minutes says we could be seeing a move up over its 200. If that happens, there's a good chance that we can get over 108 and invalidate it. But if we can't even get out of, you know, out from under the 200 on the 90 minute, then there's no chance at all for, you know, invalidating these bearish signals here, and the move down to 99.6 is happening, possibly down to 96. Let's see. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Music has courteously been provided by Luminous, Valoa, and Sasquatch. You guys are awesome. If you've made it this far in the video, I love you so much. Now I'll say goodnight. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow.